It's currently the 21st of April, 1503, and you can see I have conquered a large portion of Europe. I did this by stacking aggressive expansion mods. You can see here there's no coalition. I have never had any coalition problems this game. And of course, I'm going to show you guys how this happened. Before we get into it, I wanted to thank you guys so much for all the support. I got the most subs ever in a month, and I'd love to build on that. So if you guys do enjoy it, please consider subscribing. But let's get into the gameplay. I'm going to be getting into some France gameplay now that Espionage has been buffed, and the changes are, of course, that the Just Causes, which is an event that gives negative 20% AE impact for 10 years, has been moved from influence to Espionage. So Espionage now has the Pulse event. So we're going to be doing a restart counter or a bird counter, just to give you guys some transparency on like how much we alta for, because that's kind of, I think that's kind of fun for these type of videos. We're going to be doing a lot of alta foring. So we're going to restart until we have Burgundy as not a rival. Okay, second try, we got Burgundy to be just hostile with us. Let's see if we got the super luck and got Castile's friend. Nope, he's rivaled. Doesn't matter. If you're lucky, you'll get him as a friend as well, but it's not really that important. We need a lot of crown land, and so I'm gonna try not giving away any privileges for the start, because that way I get more crown land. I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do, but we're gonna give it a try. Castile is better as a friend because I don't really want to push that way. My plan is to push into Europe. Having him as an ally would be useful, but I don't really know. Maybe he'll drop that rivalry at some point. Why you like this? He just rivaled me for no reason. All right, that's a restart. Come on, Burgundy. Now you're going to be rivaled. I know it. Typical. So 4 restarts later, we have Burgundy as hostile. And if we're lucky, we'll get Spain as an ally. Spain's friendly. This is the ideal RNG. Again, it took 4 restarts to do this. I don't know what the average restarts this is going to take you. But it doesn't really matter if Castile's friendly with you or not. You just want the Burgundy scenario to be good. I'm going to send an insult to England, which will make Burgundy like us, allegedly. Going to move our ships over here. We want to just get over to Scotland as fast as possible. This is super, super early for him to do this war. Like, I don't even have time to get there. Might need Alta for that. I mean, we could try to make this work, but I don't know if we can get there in time. So I guess we can try to get there in time, but yeah, this is a little bit cursed because we wanted to be there with like a actual presence. Yeah, this war is happening a little bit sooner than we would have liked. I'm guessing it will automatically pick the top option, so I'm not clicking it. I don't know that for sure. I'm just hopeful. I guess I could save the game just in case it doesn't. But yeah, the start of mains happened like really early, like uncomfortably early, because I wanted to get my armies over there. But yeah, I probably don't have a navy that's actually able to take the rest of my army over, so it's really awkward. I can try to make this work though. I can try to bring my guys over. Okay, we've got guys there. Let's try to just recruit the free company right here. Yeah, see, we're going to lose our entire guys there, but we can maybe retreat and get some of our guys still there. A little bit of our army crossing. 30,000 guys might do the trick. The good thing is we got half of our navy killed off, you know, so now we don't have to worry about that. It's not perfect, but it'll work. I want him to actually take that battle. Will he? Or is he just like going to pretend? He seems to just like going back and forth, not actually taking the battle. Maybe now he will? Okay. We'll reinforce and then reinforce again. Yeah, we should be able to win that. Did my leader die already? No. Now I gotta make a new general named Jean or something. Come on. Freaking Jean Veroux died on the first battle. I didn't even count as a win because he died before the win. And now I'm gonna misspell his name. I think that's right. Hopefully it's right, because yeah, like you can just make a new general, name that guy, but I can't believe he died on the first battle, man. Tragic. He's a pretty good general, so it's unfortunate that he died so soon. Let's see, we got this retake Gascony mission here. That's fine. Let's grab that. I need to do indulgences. I totally forgot. But we can still get a chance here. We're going to be altiforing for that. I didn't realize I'm stacking here, like, but I'm like, let me just go here and save my men a little bit. Of course. Of course. Oh my god. What are the chances? I'm like, hey, I'm taking attrition here, so I'll just pull these guys back. Of course. So this siege is like crazy long. Like, please. Finally, 898 days to siege. All right, well, straight to London is the way. So I'm just gonna like look for one-mans that he might recruit so I can like get credit here, because it counts as a battle one. I have improved relations to the max here, and I'm still not good enough on relations. That's wild. Really? I'm allied to a rival? Like, come on. That's rough. Like, he's being real stubborn. You know what? We'll I'll grab the religious diplomats just for the relations, and then maybe we'd take the burger loans just so I can gift him. Burgundy is being annoying. 150 ducats. You better like me now. Yeah, we're friendly now. We can roll merry. Got that inheritance locked in. I wouldn't go that far, but let's improve with our subjects. Scotland quit with white peace. Okay, good deal. Now he's not going to steal the land. Oh, of course he gets the 14% siege. This is cringe. This is a three-way war thanks to his rebels, and I'm quite annoyed by it. Oh, I lost my ships again. They're a crutch. I'm glad that they're dead. Please someday siege London. 735-day siege. So an 800 and something day siege to a 700-day siege. Pretty cursed. I'll let him go to the capital so I can kill him on the capital. So I can get the credit. No, come here. I have to win a battle. Now retreat to somewhere I can chase. Well, I could probably send this war. This is, you know, annoying. At war with neighboring ally? He's allied to England? Cringe. Burgundy allied to England. A little bit cursed. Yeah, I'm going to have to make him break alliance, but it's just going to cost me more war score. So I'm going to be forced to make him annul with Burgundy, which is unfortunate. So I'll just end the war. I'm gonna keep the mainland stuff because it's easier for me to take the mainland stuff in war, and that's free war score. That's my logic there. Just go ahead and grab that. A little bit of cash. Pretty war exhausted, I guess. We can concentrate dev a bit. That's a pretty successful war. Unfortunately, like the Burgundy thing happened, and I couldn't get mill access to get this. I would have liked this province here, but and Burgundy is just being a pain in my ass as per usual. Oh, good. Now he just got a -100 for something. Like, I'll just alt F4. Let's just do that again. Make England annul with Burgundy, get the provinces, a little bit of cash. He becomes hostile for some reason. Just gonna give him max subsidies, maybe that'll help. How is the subsidies not helping? Oh my gosh, this guy's so annoying. He's trying to annoy me to death and it's working. Oh my god. I just can't. Alright. This is frustrating. I will try to figure it out though. I'm just gonna get max subsidies because this is cursed. I keep having to save scum this because he like is just a difficult person. So I'm like giving subsidies. I'm just gonna like re-insult a rival, I guess. We'll insult Aragon. I need to make sure I have like positive relations because when I take a bunch of England stuff, it's like he gets really mad. So I'm just trying to like I can't end the war until he like is happy. Just doing everything I can to try to sort that out. Okay, so let's try to end the war now. I'm giving him max subsidies. And, just do whatever I can here. So let's try that. Why? He immediately hates me. Yeah, this is just like endless. Like I literally have to 1444, I think, or something. But we literally are going to 1444 to try to fix this because it's just cursed that he allied England in the first place. That's bad luck. But I'll send an insult to Aragon and we'll just get ready to go to that war anyways. I'm going to do religious diplomats. We'll do indebted as well. I want to try to get the Burgundy situation like really fast because yeah, I'm just hoping he doesn't ally to England this time. So we'll send a gift. I want to get this Burgundy situation like out of the way ASAP. But I'm going to start sending my guys to Scotland. Hopefully there's a little bit of better RNG in this. Oh, I can roll marriage with all these subjects though, but not Scotland because I'm going to betray that guy. My leader died already? Senator Mains is here. He allied to England again. Oh my god. I hate you, guy. I'm going to give this guy max subsidies and see if I can just get those relations in time. I don't think I can. What more could I do to make you like me? I just don't know. Let's alt F4 again. This is just a painful experience. Okay, so we went back to before our leader died, and I'm just hoping that I can ally him before... Like, yeah, I'm just hoping to ally him before the thing triggers. But this is really, really cursed. Of course, the surrender remains. Finally. We got our alliance with Burgundy. Thank goodness. I'm going to get that royal marriage before I... Yeah, okay, perfect. Time to teach them how to war. And luckily, it's a defensive war, so Burgundy should be at war with England, so that'll hopefully create some hostility between them or something. 8 should not be the current count, but we've been cursed with bad luck. But hey, it is what it is. Can hire the free company over here. Just extra little support. Oh, my navy. No. I throw in my navy every single time as France. Wait, as everyone. What am I talking about? As everyone. I'm going to improve relations with Burgundy until that's max, though, because I don't trust that guy. He literally is a bully and will just betray me in the moment's notice. Things are looking better now. We need to do indulgences, probably. It's easier to bird the Papal State stuff if he dies sooner than later. That's kind of the ideal RNG, because you can see right now we have 11% when we've invested 5 points. Okay, he went for another battle there. Okay, the siege is over. We're going to head straight to London. Yeah, we could just assault this. No, wait, we're patient. Wait a minute. No, I'm not. So I'm going to end the war with England. I'm just going to be taking his trade specifically. So you see here, there's the, these 4 trade centers. I'm just going to take them all. This should hurt his economy pretty significantly. I mean, never mind. It won't hurt it at all. So we're going to try to end that war again. Looks good. Now, I could technically attack Ireland if I want to, but do I want to, right? Okay, we got this done here. We got our free cannons. This really sucks. Cool. I think we're worth England, too. Good deal. I'm glad I sent my guys home. Yep, now I can't finish my cores as well. Thanks, game, for your cursed RNG, and thanks for stealing the land I need from Provence. That's terrible. I really need to wipe peace out of the war, to be honest. Good deal. RNG's not cursed at all. I'm taking a bird. This campaign is so cursed. I'm happy. I love rebels in London. My dream. Okay, I just want to wipe peace. I don't, yeah, I'm gonna wipe peace this war and then trade favors for trust is the way. I don't want a long truce, and I don't want to take anything. So I've just traded favors for trust. I mean, our trust is a little bit low, so I'll try to fix that, but yeah, I just don't want that to be a problem. I'd rather have a white peace with Provence and England as well. A black day for the church, indeed. Austria got this. Actually, he didn't. You know what? Fine. I don't care anymore. He got Hungary for free, but I don't care. I'm not birding. I tried once, but he wants it, so I can't be bothered. Brittany declared... No! Brittany? Oh my god. Brittany's trying to steal my land. My rightful excommunicated land. Now the Pope's trying to steal my land. Bro, stop. I can't handle this. I'm gonna ally to the Pope, though, speaking of. He's gonna steal the land, and that's gonna be really, really unfortunate. That Burgundy war just really is really bad for me. Burgundy is just the absolute biggest troll. Really unfortunate RNG we've had so far. Sometimes even Alt F4 can't save you. Because this sucks, because now the Pope's gonna take that land, and I need him to not do that. So it's all just kind of really cursed. Now he's not excommunicated anymore. So it's just worse. Things just get worse progressively by the month. It's okay. We'll get some taxes and we'll feel better. At least we get to Alt F4 because they didn't get the papal controller. Everything that could go wrong is pretty much going wrong. So that's really great. Just everything is as bad as possible. The good news is it can't get much worse. I don't care. Yeah, I would yeah, go cheat on the I don't care. Okay, knowledge sharing from Flanders is fine. At least we got the Burgundian succession. They had to do something to make me not want to quit after the RNGs I've been getting. I want to just get a bunch of allies. Oh, I can get allies, actually. We're fine. So I'm going to ally like a bunch of people just to make it a easy war. Because I want Austria to suffer. Because he's going to declare war on me, and I want him to get just destroyed by a bunch of random allies. That's the plan. I'm going to have to curry favors to get the land back from the Pope, from Provence, which sucks. But that's probably a reality. Wait, Provence won that war? I don't believe it. Yeah, now the Papal States took all this land, which is not great. And he gave that land back too. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna declare war here. We're gonna be grabbing the province here. Yeah, we're just gonna barrage assault that. We're just gonna annex that guy. Well, let's release Provence. Love to see it. We're not completing the mission because I want the AE impact. So we're not gonna be completing this mission for a long time. We're gonna be holding it for the AE impact later. We're gonna have to like make the Pope return land to Provence, which is super annoying. So we're gonna need to curry favors with them forever. But anyways, let's just say all of Burgundy is ours. We've got plenty of people to win the war. It's 140k versus 50k. It's not really that much of a challenge. But yeah, we're gonna have to curry favors with the Pope to get the land back to Provence, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I got a 15% chance to be the courier controller. I'm just being lazy in this war and letting my 1,000 friends deal with it. I need 3 dev for the age ability, so I think let's just encourage dev and do that. So that way at least I'm doing something with the age. I can also upgrade trade centers. Maybe we'll do that in a bit. I'm going to force Austria to just cancel subjects with Hungary. That works for me. I'm going to have to make him return like all the core provinces over here though. So slowly we're going to have to return core provinces to Provence. Because I have to have all those provinces for the mission. So I'm going to have to make him return all of them to Provence slowly. We have 50% crown land, but we obviously don't have our missions there yet. But yeah, keeping our crown land good is going to be super important. Okay, it didn't get elected again. Things are a little cursed, but you know, that just means that things are going to get better. Let's just go to this war. Why not? Reconquest. I only have 14,000 guys over in this area, which is kind of risky, to be honest. But hopefully it's enough. I don't know if I win this. Like, I don't have enough guys over here anymore. Maybe I just go for this. He'll probably reinforce it, though. Yeah, he reinforced it. Maybe I just merc. Free company should be enough. It's a little... Maybe I should have got the Grand Company, but I'm hoping it's enough. We'll grab new burger loans here so we can get the institution. And then we can get our first idea group. We're going to do espionage. So go ahead and grab espionage. Almost get state propaganda, which is going to be super nice. Okay, we just crushed England. That's excellent. Even England gets elected and I don't. Like, come on, man. We finally got the papal controller. It took a lot of burning, of course. We're up to 16 at this point. So a little bit painful, but I'm glad that it's done with. We've got it. It's much easier to get once you have it, too. I'm going to cyber peace out Portugal in this war. I don't really want anything particularly. I just want him to maybe annul with England and annul with Castile. 4-ups money. So we're going to end the war here. I want to take all the mainland stuff now and just probably take whatever I can of, you know, it doesn't really matter exactly what we take. I just kind of want to take a bunch of land. So that looks good to me. That should give us the Liberate Normandy mission. It gives us a bit of crown land back. Crown's at 50% at the moment. So we can core that up. That looks good. Mill 6 here, so we're really strong militarily. We got the Burgundian succession. And they changed this so it doesn't auto-inherit him, which I think is good for us overall. Yeah, we get monthly admin power +1 for 20 years, so I like that. We have way too many subjects that we need to annex. We're going to definitely get going on that. We're definitely going to not make a new subject. That would be bad. We've kind of just needed to curry favors and slowly return the land over here, so that's being worked on at the moment. I need to start annexing people as possible. We're annexing at least 2 people right now. We obviously have a lot more to annex, but we'll just, you know, you just got to get through them. France has a bit of an annoying start, to be fair. So I'm going to have to declare war on Brittany, and let's declare that war. And we're intentionally trying to not have an heir because we're going to use espionage to get a 666 ruler in a little bit here. Okay, never mind. I don't need espionage. On the other hand, we'll just take the talented and vicious daughter. 665 will do the trick. I was going to use espionage to pull cement for that, but I guess we just don't need to do that. Oh, I got this mission here on accident. All right, I like that. Yeah, that's a really, really good advisor. That's just going to 5, I think. Because that's 75% off. It just immediately goes to 5. Yeah, everything kind of started really unlucky, but I feel like things have actually kind of turned around in our favor, which I'm happy about. Because I was really just getting cursed luck to start. And it was a bit frustrating. Full annexation with Brittany. And we're probably going to just concentrate Dev for our mission. Oh, wow. He didn't live long. All right, we had to alt before the Pope died. Sure, 60 favors to return land. All right, we need one more province. Oh, yeah, I could befriend Castile. I was going to do that. I'll dissolve with Bohemia. I have too many friends. Wait a minute. I don't want that. 25 prestige sucks. We're back a year because we got negative 25 prestige that we didn't like. I'm over GovCap. Oh, man. That's always a struggle, I feel like, with these guys, is that you find yourself over GovCap and you can't upgrade your rank. And if you give away the land rights, it's like you're digging a hole. So it's kind of awkward. And we're probably not going to go to war for a bit, so we can be over GovCap, I guess. I'd love to give away, like, the mana privileges someday, but just trying to keep my crown land in a really good spot. That's more important at the moment. It's going to be a lot of favors to get our last province, though. So we're just going to be kind of hanging out for a bit, I think. We got the A impact for Justified Wars, though. Oh, we need to build, like, a bunch of horses for a quota. So we might as well get that over with when we can. We'll see. How many horses do we have? We need 16, so we can kind of count how many we have. That's 7, 9, 10. So we just need 6,000 horses. Let's just recruit those and get it over with. Mill 7 here, so cannons should be on the way. That's excellent. So we should have that mission done. There we go. Gain 10 professionalism. And we just need no subject country hates us, and then we'll be done with that one. And that will be helpful. That gives us simple annexation costs. So it actually might be worth to just do that now. Dev up a little bit. Below 5% is kind of brutal. The one problem with this campaign is how much debt I'm in. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of those horses anyhow. Let's do the lands for the church since we're going to be the courier controller. But then, yeah, it'll make the stuff really cheap. Uh-oh. So, yeah, we had to go back a year because we didn't get the papacy. And that means we probably have to do that. We have to do our missions again, I think. Well, we need to do this again. We were working on it. But as soon as I got annexes, that's good. We just need to get these last guys like support loyalists. And then maybe we'll do, what, this one? Yeah, we'll do that thing. And then we'll do like one dev click. And then that should be good for that mission. Looks good that we already did that, of course. Can probably get this back from the Papal States now. Yeah, we're good there. That means we can annex him, more or less. I don't know that I really want this. I was kind of thinking maybe to use Burgundy. I guess it's fine. I was considering using Burgundy, but I guess we inherited him, so it's not a huge problem. It's just, it could have been ideal to use Burgundy a bit more than what happened, I guess. And I'm also like hyper over GovCap. I can't really grant land rights still because like I don't think it's necessarily good that we got the inheritance, but or you know, the whatever. But I guess we could full state and just we'll be over gov cap, and that's just life for a little bit. So we have 3 more subjects to get rid of, more or less. I can seize land. I suppose I will. Not that I really want to seize land, but I just kind of have to. Yeah, Bohemia wants me to do some war I don't care about. Sure, man. I'm actually in way less debt than I had thought. Just the 1% loans. Got Avon 7. We're going to do Avon ideas. And our goal is to kind of make this like a really powerful nation, and then we're just going to attack like crazy for 15 years. That's more or less the thought process. I'm going to encourage dev here. And I need to upgrade this 4 times, I think it's said. And then it's just a matter of getting rid of the devastation. These 2 are quite devastated because of me, probably. Okay, that should be fixed. That's done. Okay, get an advisor that's 50% off. And we got this mission done as well. So annex Provence here. Okay, Alta 4. We don't really need to save scum yet, but the reason I want to save scum now is because I also have a chance to get a 666 ruler. So we might as well go for like, you know, whichever one we get first is fine. Kind of what I'm thinking. Let's pulse event. All right, so our cause is just. We got the A impact. You know, I'm just going to have to take the hit and rival to Castile. I don't think I have a choice. I hate to do it because it's stupid. And he was a, you know, it could have been a decent ally. I don't even know why I can complete this mission. I don't even know. I'm genuinely confused on why I can complete this mission now. I guess I just won't think about it. I'll just be glad the mission's done, and that's fine. I'm just kind of like frustrated because it doesn't really make sense, right? But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Let's just go ahead and grab this tier 2 path. All right, we got reelected as the Pope, which is great. So we don't have to save scum for that. So things are looking relatively good. So we just have to annex people, then we're good to go. Okay, we're going to recruit up to 100,000. That should be good. So we have like 5 stacks of guys that can siege. We'll grab the war taxes cost, I guess. That's fine. I guess we could just turn off our maintenance for now in mothball forts, or we wait. Austria has 7 alliances. What the hell? But we almost have adaptability, so things are kind of lining up just like we wanted. Okay, we're going to activate forts. Just kind of getting ready to go to these wars. I'm going to declare this war. I'm just going to collegiate Florence because I think he's too big to otherwise take in secondary. And we'll just go from there. I think that will be a good start. So we're at war with, like, you know, not a ton of people, really. But we're at war with a fair bit of people, you could say. Yeah, we're honestly not at war with that many people. We got adaptability here. This is just what we were... Like, this is the exact timing that we wanted to get adaptability, because obviously we're going to have to core stuff. So that's super useful. So let's just do this war and see how it goes. We lost our ships. It's over. Poland's getting targeted pretty hard in this war. We don't want this war to necessarily end, like, ahead of schedule. That makes sense. Like, we actually, we can't really end the war for a while. Ooh, military engineering. The dream. This is a pulse event. I just recognized it. Let's throw a few Alta 4s at it for fun to see if we can get a 666. How about it? Let's just try to pulse event like a few times for fun. I'm like, I don't really want to Alta 4 that heavily for it, but I'm just like, you know, why not throw a few at it? No pulse there. You know, it's unfortunate. I said I had to take a positive event. We can't bird anymore. I said when we got a positive event, we'd have to move on. Yeah, those 10 birds were kind of a waste, but it's fine. Okay, so we got that done. Finally, guys, that was forever to do that. So we can get, like, you know, we can become a kingdom or whatever. Kingdom, and then we can... Right, that's max gov rank. Okay, so we should be like way better on gov cap. Man, I was hoping to be better than that. Am I really only at 600? I overestimated what it might give me really hard. It only gave me 200. Okay, well, we're gonna have to grant all the land rights now. We can now, though. So yeah, we're gonna grant all the land rights. And then we're probably gonna have to like half state some stuff. I was expecting it would be a little bit better than it was, to be honest, but let's just half state some stuff. I don't want to half state the English trade if I can avoid it, though. Yeah, this is unfortunate that I have to do this. So that obviously deals with one problem. We had to grant alter land rights, though. Heir to the throne. No! So aggressive expansion impact's now at 60. But obviously before we end the war, it's going to be at 90 plus. But we can't end the war until we get this. So no matter what, we can't end the war for a little bit. We need to change our focus eventually to admin when we can. Like a year. We'll get mill to 8, and then we can probably like barrage from here on out. Alrighty, so we got state propaganda. We can look to end this first war now. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop the mission then, the provincial question. This is going to give us 15 years of negative 15% AE impact. So that brings us to about 95% AE impact. So obviously we're not very aggressive, let's just say. Gonna separate peace for a year, just grab those 2 provinces, money. The Papal States trolled me. Well played, the Papal States. Well played. I'm just gonna grab Genoa and some money. separately, of course. Let's go to these other people and make them annul with Austria. Because, yeah, Austria has like a bunch of annoying alliances. So if I can't take the land, I guess I'll just have to make them annul with Austria. That's fine with me. So I don't want Austria to have 10,000 allies in every war. Because he's going to be called into every war. And I'd rather him not have an annoying amount of allies. Austria with 8 alliances is weird. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to make Austria release Tyrol and then max money and the 2 provinces. And then I'm just going to grab these provinces in the war. See if we can concentrate Dev a little bit. Core those up. And move on to the next war, relatively soon here. Obviously, are on the clock now. So it's going to declare war on Liège and call in Poland to help, because why not? I don't really need his help per se. It's just kind of like, why not make it a little bit easier? But let's just get this done as fast as possible. Basically, we can't go to multiple wars for now because Austria's the emperor. But if he gets bankrupt or anything like that, which he probably will eventually, then that won't be the case. So just something to keep an eye out for. We're going to have to pulse event pretty soon in 92. We don't necessarily have to, but we probably should. That should be the last bit of pulse eventing, though, that we need to do. So we just got careful randomly. That's pretty funny. You have to admit that's kind of funny, like just... I didn't even need careful, but it's kind of funny that it happened. So now we're at negative 104.9. That could be handy, because we actually could probably get away with not pulse eventing for the other thing now, if we want. We could not pulse event for the other thing now if we want. We might do that. So let's annex Wurmberg here. Looks good to me. The emperor has this weird like ally in war negative 50, so he like never wants to give in to demands. It's kind of annoying. No, I don't really want to wait for him to do that, so I'm just gonna make him return some provinces and then like release Wallachia and return some provinces. Just kind of cripple him a bit more. Sounds good to me. So I'm just gonna annex these guys here and then move on to the next one. So pretty easy war, and Austria's probably can't keep doing this for long, would be my guess. Austria bankrupt? I don't think he is yet. There's only 2 wars. No, he is. You're right. I wasn't paying attention. Poor guy. 2 wars bankrupted Austria? What? It was 2 wars. What happened? Like, what do you mean that you're bankrupt already? All right, well, things can get pretty easy now because Austria's not in the war, so we can go to more than 1 war at a time now. All right, so let's go to war with Lorraine. It's literally just him and 1 person. The idea is to be aggressive once you hit this point, right? Obviously. Barrage, I don't really need to assault. I don't want to... Manpower will be a problem, so I really don't want to do that. So I'm not going to assault, but we will do barrages, so that's perfectly fine. So we're basically here. We might as well go to the war for the Empire for this next person. Let's get that going. But yeah, we're just going to be going to like war after war after war after war. But yeah, war in the Empire here. That's fine. We're going to alter for air here. That's not what we want. So just going to continue to assault, not barrage. Oh, we didn't declare that next war because we alter forward that ruler. Right. Let's declare that war again. We'll call him Bohemia. Sure. Why not? He can be helpful. Maybe he sieges something. I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit war exhausted. I could reduce that. I'm going to take a loan just to get the... I can't. I want to get the Defender of the Faith, but I can't. Ruler's female. Freaking sexist jerks out here. Okay, well, we're not getting the Defender of the Faith then. These wars are particularly pretty easy. They're all really small wars. Austria is bankrupt, so he's no longer willing to help anybody. But we're just going to keep pushing in and, doing damage. Probably just isn't feasible to take all of Europe without being in half states at this point in the game. As much as I want, would like to. But yeah, I think it's just like, we don't really have a choice but to be in half states. It sucks, but it is what it is. We're going to be in like all half states by the end of this, I think. Let's just go ahead and deck on Munster next. And again, we're not really co-belligerate people because there's just not really a need to. That's kind of the idea, so that you don't need to co-belligerate people. And you actually don't want to because, unjustified demands and that sort of thing. Of course, we're going to deny unlawful territory. So it would have been kind of nice to have Burgundy alive to have him kind of coring stuff with you, if that makes sense. But he didn't make it. I got the event. Okay, so I'm going to end this war here. It's just going to be these 4 provinces. You can see we're not really in a coalition of any sort. It's just England being mad still. So we're going to lose our buff here at Just Causes on the 14th. So we know that means we can, pulse event at basically, it's like 2 days after. So make a save here. Well, let's actually go to 5 speed and then make a save. So we're going to be looking for 1 of 2 options for pulse events. Because it's going to drop our AE. You'll see it'll drop our AE down. That's not the one, but it's going to drop our AE down by 20%. But 85% is still acceptable. Like I don't actually need to Alta for at this moment to be fair. But we're going to do it just for fun, I guess. But it really isn't necessary. Finally, holy Yeah, we added a massive amount of birds. I think we birded like 30 times for this. That was brutal. Unlucky. But you know what? It's okay. Let's save though. Unfortunately, we had a bird a lot there. That was unlucky. Just keep in mind, when you have a second idea group, the odds go down quite a bit. I didn't even have to Alt F4 for it. I just thought it'd be smart. Being at 85% AE would have been fine, but you might as well just play it safe. That's going to be the last time we bird for that event. We might bird for the papacy if we lose it, but we have a pretty good chance to not lose it. So other than that, we shouldn't really be birding much more. Okay, separate peace Saucon, full annexation. Yeah, we kind of wish we had Burgundy at this point because we have to core so much land. We could dismantle the HRE for Iron Crowned, which would be helpful. But we would lose all our claims, which kind of sucks if we did that. Oh, we have some corruption. Let's try to fix that. How do we get corruption? Oh, wait, we're extended forever. That's why. Alrighty, so we're just going to fully annex these guys here. They do have a call for peace. For smart, we're probably using a subject at this point. But, like, I don't want to. Things look pretty when I don't have to use a subject. Play this war and just take what we can here. Can't annex this guy, so sad. Maybe we just embrace the overextension. I don't know. I'm not really sure what we can do. I think we just are overextended, and that's who we are. I'm just going to separate peace Oldenburg, and then we'll go ahead and annex these guys. We're definitely in overextension territory now. We're deep in the overextension territory. Yeah, we're at 150. We can still core things. It's just going to be a lot of rebels, probably. Didn't annex this guy? No! I screwed up. I was meant to annex that guy. We might regret it if we try to push too fast, because the rebels are going to waste a ton of manpower if we do. How dare they give me a bad pulse event? We don't accept that pulse event. We're getting to a pretty reasonable level of OE. We're down to 39%, so looks excellent. Let's go and end this war. So I'm just going to grab full annexation from these people. Money. Of course, it's no coalition. Nobody minds. I've just taken a couple provinces here and there. Everyone's so reasonable, you know. I got this mission done here, which does what exactly? Overextension impact modifier. That could be useful. I needed it before, but it'll still be helpful. So we're looking good. We could go to our next war. A little bit too many forts. Keep a couple, of course, but yeah, we're kind of just pushing into Europe here. Austria is back from bankruptcy. Way to go, Austria. He's probably got 1,000 allies again. Yeah, he does. He's allied to Castile. Interesting. That's a bit annoying that he's allied to Castile. That means it's going to be a harder war. So let's get ready to fight Castile, because, you know, he's decided to ally to Austria, which is super annoying. So I'm just going to go ahead and declare war on Castile, and we're going to try to be pretty quick about murdering him. We're sending our entire army down here to deal with him, more or less. We're just going to kind of invade him from his two sides, and then we're hoping that Austria can be dealt with by, like, the rest of my allies, because it's just Austria over there, so it shouldn't be, hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to send one stack over here to try to, like, steal the provinces over here before Venice does. Although I don't want to diminish my strength over here too much. I want to make sure I commit most of my army, at least, to Castile. Because I do need these 4 provinces for a mission, but we're just going to do the best we can with that. But we're just kind of, like, leaving these guys to reinforce, if necessary. Looks like they have quite a large force of guys down there. But we're just taking it slow. We're going to just, like, continue to push, get Barcelona. We'll get to his capital eventually. We're going to send guys to the capital. Okay, he's going to be taking a battle there. I'll reinforce. Wow, a 6-0-0. Yeah, I shouldn't need to reinforce that. That's pretty free. Going to barrage the capital. Just kind of stay together, make sure that we have plenty of reinforcements for both sides if they do choose to, you know, take the fight on either side. Playing this war pretty slow. Slower than usual. I want to get a good result here. Alrighty, so we're going to end the war with Castile. We're going to be taking these provinces for one of our future missions. We're going to have him release Siena, Lucca, Florence, and that should be nice. Just kind of want to get him out of Italy a bit. Basically just kicked him out of Italy completely. So I think this war looks pretty good. We could try to get our armies in position, though, because they're currently in Iberia. So maybe we should move them not to Iberia real quick before we declare the next war. Not a bad call. So I'm going to declare war on Augsburg. I'm going to call in all my allies. And, of course, Austria is going to be defending the HRE. So that's, you know, pretty normal stuff. I'm kind of not in position, but we will be. So it's not a huge problem. But, yeah, we just want to make sure that we, you know, eliminate some more people. We want to make a strong France, right? All right, let's full annex Hesse. Got Mill 9 here. We don't really make money, but the banks make a lot of money from me. Well, from interest. So that's pretty good. You know, at least someone's making money. Fully annex this guy. This is going to cost us some unjustified demands because we can't take all these guys in one war. But let's just go through and kind of annex people that we can. We'll have Hungary and Newell with Austria just because I don't want to walk over there again. Austria will... I want him to release this person, but he's going to be stubborn. I could just take money again from him, probably. I don't really need that. I guess I'll just take max money from Austria and war reps. We probably need to bankrupt him again. Solve separate peace. This guy, just take the 2 provinces I can. I'm not in range of the others, of course. Nothing I can really do there. So I'm going to fully annex this guy. We're getting an overextension territory, though, but, you know, it is what it is. So much for that overextension impact modifier. They don't give me anything. Oh, I guess 3 provinces are almost done. But yeah, we're definitely going to be overextended, probably. These 3 provinces here, and that's fine. So, of course, we've taken a couple provinces. So let's move our guys in position to attack Savoy. We're going to have to attack him without allies, because if not, they might try to steal the land. But let's just go to war with Savoy. We're going to be at war with Mantua and the 3 leagues as well. All right, I'm going to declare war on Thuringia, call in all my allies. Mostly this war is just about causing Austria to not have money. We will lose our AE impact during this war, at least 20% of it from this, just causes. So it's something to keep in mind. It won't really matter because our AE will still be at 85%, but if we cared about that, we could just pull, you know, we could just scum save, but we don't really care at this point. I mean, there's not really that many nations left in Europe to contest us. Oh, what? I'm overextended? What do you mean? Unrealistic. I don't feel like I'm overextended. Now we only have 85% AE because we lost Just Causes, and we didn't feel like pulsing for it again. We also lose this in 2 years. So what we want to do is complete a mission to get the other 10% that will help. And I'm trying to end this war here to get that mission done. But somebody's being stubborn. Where's the 3 leagues and why is he stubborn? There he is. He had 1,000 troops. I'm going to end the war with the 3 leagues, full annexation. And then I can't get Mantua anyways, so just swipe peace. And then I'm probably just going to take whatever I can from this guy, but especially the province I actually need. I'll just fully annex him. That'll work. Okay, well, I got our mission done here, but we actually want to... we want to get the AE impact for 20 years, so we need to insult the Pope. We're just going to send him an insult, not a scornful, just a normal insult. And we're going to complete this mission here. We get a bunch of claims and siegeability for doing that. And we can subjugate Naples, I guess, even though he's a subject already. I don't really know how that works. Go ahead and grab this other mission here, and this will give us that 10% aggressive expansion. So you can see that we're back up to 95%, and we can just, you know, continue going on. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap it up there, because I think that we can see how strong this is, and I don't really need to go any further.